Morning, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're all well. BBC Archive is the channel. I don't know if I'll get away with this without copyright, to be honest. The BBC wankers. 1976, Big Jim's big boozy bike trip to Braemar, nationwide, weird and wonderful. BBC Archive. So Big Jim here is going to take a trip across the Highlands, so to speak, and have a couple of drabs of whiskey on the way to warm the cockles, so to speak. An epic journey through time across the Highlands to meet the old the old widow Hubbard. Anyway, let's just have a listen to this.
Big Jim Colley says he doesn't like to eat on an empty stomach, so you'll find no cornflakes on his table. He starts the day as he means to continue, with a wee dram. It's what a Scotsman might call the moonshine breakfast. But to Big Jim, it's an important curtain raiser to a rather special day.
It's a proper man. It's a proper man. He starts the day with a fucking shot of whiskey and a fag. That's the way we used to do it. That's the way we used to do it. Men were born in the fire, and nice bit of whiskey to start the day.
Jim's a Scottish crofter. He lives alone in a tin-roofed bothy in the foothills of the Cairngorms. Normally he'd be looking after his sheep and cows. This morning, though, it's a question of getting himself into the right frame of mind for a most unusual journey. The melodeon and the whiskey are all part of a ritual. It's always like this before he makes one of his famous visits to Braemar. That town's over 60 miles away by road, but Jim knows a shortcut.
He's a clever un. He's 60 miles, but he knows a shortcut through the passage of the valleys here over the way. So he's cut it down from 60 to I think 22 miles. A 22 mile, so a 44 mile round trip, I believe. A 44-mile round trip to see the widow. I don't know her second name yet. Hold on.
The Larrig Grew, the highest pass in the highest mountain range in Britain. This way, it's only 22 miles to Braemar. To get there, however, you've got to cross some of the wildest and most intractable terrain in Scotland. Jim agrees it's tough, but the Larrig holds no horrors for him. After all, as everyone in these parts knows, he's got his own secret weapon. The Larrig...
The fucking Larrig Flyer here. I mean, as well, look at the bike. I mean, look at bikes in modern times. Look at the wheels. Look at the suspension. You know what I mean? Like, this, are you riding on fucking grass? Like, this is no easy feat, tell you now. You're going to need the whiskey. You're going to need the whiskey, Jim.
Flyer. That's what the locals have christened Jim's old bone shaker. It didn't exactly come with a guarantee that it would climb mountains when he bought it off a mate for 6 bob just after the war.
Yeah, it's not a mountain bike with like loads of different gears. It's just like an old school bike with one gear, riding on grass. Now, anybody who's ever tried to ride a bike on grass, and it's, again, not a mountain bike with adjustable gears, this would be an absolute fucking mission and a half, mate. 22 mile, 44 mile round trip. Right, on a bike, on grass, in fucking the Highlands here. I mean, this man's made of steel. This is why you need the whiskey, to be honest. Big Jim and his boozy bike trip to Braemar. So here we go, we're off on the boozy bike trip. I just thought I'd mention this, something different, you know what I mean? It's a bit more, it's less doom-filled than the real world now. So 1976, a time when things were more simple.
Amazing, then, that it's still more or less intact as he sets off on his 105th assault on the Larrig Grew.
Fuck that. Oh, it's gone big screen here. Hold on. Don't get me wrong, on the downhill bits, you'll be alright. You'll be alright on the downhill bits.
There's nothing particularly definite about Jim's trips across the Larrig. This time he's off to visit Annie MacDougall, the widow of an...
There we go. The Widow MacDougall. The Widow MacDougall. It's all about the Widow MacDougall here. And a few drabs of whiskey for Dutch courage on the way.
old mate who died 3 years ago. Sometimes it's to see them tossing the
He's knocking it into his old mate's wife that passed away some 3 years ago here. Oh, the Widow MacDougall.
caber at the Braemar Games. You could say he only goes when the spirit moves him. And talking about spirit,
I've done this for years, and I think it's the water, the hill water, seems to add to the quality of the whisky as well, the way I drink it.
I'm very impressed at the way you sort of wander up to the side of a stream and find the bottle straight away. You must have a very good memory for where you put it.
Oh, sometimes I've already lost a half bottle.
You have?
Yes.
How did that happen?
Well, I think it's either a fall of rock or an avalanche, because it disappeared. And
An avalanche isn't too good for the whisky, eh?
Oh no, I'm afraid not.
I'm surprised the bike stands up to it.
Oh, it doesn't. Sometimes it collapses, or have a puncture, broken chain, or broken pedals and such like.
What do you do if your bike collapses, though? Do you leave it and walk on, or what?
Oh no.
You got a puncture?
Oh, I had a puncture last year. Every year I have a puncture.
What do you do?
I just carry on, pull the tube out and carry on flat.
Well, you've only gone 6 miles already, Jim, and you've had a drop of whiskey. There's 18 miles to go. Whatever are you going to do for the rest of the journey?
I would have some more on the way. I have another little cargo.
Got stashes. He's got stashes all over the Highlands here, so probably still there today if the man passed on. So if you're in the Highlands and look under rocks, there could be bottles of whiskey here. Big Jim's boozy bike trip to Braemar, he's stashed whiskey all along the route. I mean, why he didn't take a drop bottle with him? I mean, he could have just drank the full way. Maybe he's done that before in previous trips, and it's all gone to shit here. He's got too pissed. He's fell off the bike. The Widow MacDougall gotten on, and he's thought better of it. Maybe just one every 6 miles is the key here. We can't be drinking whiskey for 22 miles, 44-mile round trip. We'll be absolutely leathered. Absolutely leathered. We might not make it home, to be honest. So, onward on Jim's big boozy bike trip to the Widow MacDougall's.
In readiness for the journey. The Larrig itself it's not recommended really for bikes unless you're prepared to either push it or carry it in different sections.
I mean, I watched this last night before I made this video, and I watched him, and I'm fucking half of his age, well, a bit over, but and I'm watching him do this, and I'm just thinking, fuck that. Like, it's like I was thinking in Cumbria, trying to get through all this shit on a bike. You're fucking, and it's not a mountain bike again. It's just a fucking standard shitty bike. It'd be an absolute fucking mission and a half. This 44-mile round trip to the Widow MacDougall, and she better be worth it. She better be worth it, Jim.
Oh, and on the journey, I'll maybe drink not much more than 3/4 of a bottle on the outward.
He'll drink 3/4 of a bottle of whiskey on the way there. So it's a good effort. It's a true Scotchman, you know what I mean? It's a real good fucking effort, to be honest. 3/4 of a bottle of whiskey, and he hasn't finished yet.
Good journey, and the same again on the return journey. But
no, same again. So that's a bottle and a half of whiskey on the return journey. I mean, he'll be fucking leathered by the time he gets in. Like, be absolutely fucking leathered. But what a mission, you know what I mean? Big Jim's boozy bike trip to Braemar. You can't beat it. You can't beat it. You can't beat these old videos as well. Like, you know what I mean? It's just not, the life's not lived like this. So onward we go, Jim. Get another drab of that whiskey into you and let's fucking hit the road here.
On the way, I leave a certain amount there for the return journey. But then it's very tasty, and I have a lunch there as well, and wash it down with the dram, maybe 2 drams. And that carries on for the next 5 or 6 miles. Well, by that time, that's getting near the end of the rough journey. And by this time, you're looking forward to entering Mar Lodge for a good beverage there. Maybe 3 pints of beer.
Let's hit the pub for 3 pints of beer. After all the whiskies, you've got to have a chaser, obviously. So in he goes.
One after the other. When you come, you drink the first one. You don't get the taste of it, but you get the taste of the third pint.
Doesn't let it touch the sides. Doesn't let it touch the fucking sides here. Down he goes. Down he goes. 3 pints, 3/4 of a bottle of whiskey.
And then you're set for the night.
Well, after 22 miles, 6 hours, and 3/4 of a bottle of whiskey, not to mention those 3 pints of beer, with bicycle somehow still in one piece,
He's fucking made it, and he's not absolutely leathered. So he's done real fucking well, to be honest. He's done real well. He's made it to the Widow McDougal's, and could he get his end away?
Jim finally arrives at Annie's door.
And do you know in?
Annie's not in. To a
For a 44-mile round trip, and she's not fucking in. Would you believe it? Would you believe it? It's an absolute anticlimax to the video here. He's drank 3/4 of a bottle of whiskey, 3 pints. He's gonna have to have the same on the way back. It's getting fucking dark as well out here. How he's gonna make it, nobody knows. It's getting dark. He's not getting his end away this evening, Jim. Big Jim's boozy bike trip to Braemar was catastrophic. It was a disaster. It was an epic fail. Fucking the Widow McDougal has gone out for the evening. This is the problem back in the day without mobile phones. You've gone 44 miles here, Jim, and you've got nothing. You've got nothing. The Widow McDougal's absolutely done you in here. And he's got to ride back in the night, so he's probably going to go back to the pub, I would imagine. Get another 3 pints or more into you, drown your sorrows. But the Widow McDougal. So I just thought I'd give it a mention, to be honest. I thought it was quite funny. Big Jersey bike trip to Braemar, all the way to Braemar, 44-mile round trip to the Widow McDougal's, and she wasn't in. Brilliant.
a lesser man, such a quirk of fate would be too hard to bear. But Big Jim Colley's made of sterner stuff. After all, he can always pop across the Larrig to visit another time.
Aye, it's only 44 miles round trip. He's not getting any younger here, but the Widow McDougal, she's got to be worth it. So we'll leave it there for Big Jim's boozy bike trip to Braemar. Peace.